right, guys, finally we have gotten to the last video. This is the last one in the installment, and it is going to be talking about transitions specifically. Now, we're not going to get into keyframing, okay? Because what I'm going to talk about with keyframing is going to be a little bit different, but we can give a nice, simple transition to something and kind of use it in nice ways, and it's going to really make it look professional. So let's say, for instance, we have this clip here, and we're just going to take this portion of the clip out of the video. We'll go ahead and right click, remove, like I told you before. Just go ahead and slide that in, snap that to where you wanted to go. Okay, snap both of them where you want to go. Okay, so we've cut out a portion of the video. Okay, so there, we'll use it again. I'm sorry. So we'll go ahead and clip, remove, hit the tool, and slide. Okay, so as you can see, we had this. I talked about this before. This is a different clip. You can add a nice dissolve transition there, and it will dissolve into the next clip. Okay, the next one that you can use is a motion, which is gonna push. So we could just push it, and as you see it by frame, it's just going to push into the other one. A slide is going to do the same kind of thing, or a split, and it's just going to split into the next frame. You can use a wipe, clock wipe, zoom, tons of different transitions. And the reason that I talk about this is because you can actually add transitions to other things that make things look really professional. So let's go ahead and get into a different type of transition. We're going to add a text, okay? And we're just going to call this text kills. Okay, kills. And we're going to show you how to use the text layer here. So we're going to get into the text. And when you select the text, just like any kind of Microsoft Word or anything that you select, you should know how to do that by now. Just go into it and select it. You want to make sure that you are on the blue box and that is selected, and you can swipe it and make sure it's all in the blue box. Okay, and then you can resize it, add a different font. Now, these are fonts that they have. These are their preset fonts. You can upload fonts in there, but that is another video for another day. We'll just go with elephant. Nice, clean. We'll talk about text here real quick because this is a shorter part. You can actually add in a overspill or overstroke into it, which the overstroke is red, to give that a little bit of pop. All right, we'll change the color. We'll make it black, and we'll make this what color can we make it? Green, black and green. That's my colors anyway. All right, so as you can see, I have the kills. Okay, what I'm going to do is add a transition to this. So the first thing that I want to do is we want to select it. I hit the selection tool. We can move this. I normally always center it to frame anyway. Let's go ahead and transform center to frame, and then we can kind of move it where we want. Let's say I want it here and a little bit on top of the gun so people can see. What I can do is add a transition, a motion transition that's called slide. I really like this transition. We can have this here. We will go into controls, direction. Hold up, you can't see that. Let me turn off my camera. When you go into control. Okay, so when you go into controls, you can have the direction, which is going to be up, down, left, or right. So let's do it from up. So when it comes in, it's going to slide right up. That is how you do a transition, and you can transition any kind of video, and we'll just slide up kills, right? You can slide up any word. When you see me do it in the video, see my stuff slide in. That is how I'm doing that. I am doing a slide transition. Then we can go ahead and add another one to the other side. Okay, if you select it, it's going to give you the control of it here. I'm sorry, was it a push? I thought it was a slide. Was it a push? It could be a push. Okay, it is a push. I apologize. So I'm using the push, and then I can go ahead and go up. So when it goes out, and it will slide right on out. So that is how you add the transition, slide in and slide out effect. Once again, that I've talked about before that you can use is the green parentheses, and you can kind of lengthen how far you want it to slide in and how far you want it to slide out. So when it comes in, it'll slide in really, really slow, and then it'll slide out. Okay, something very, very simple. Now, if you wanted to not have a stop pause in there, if you added it like that, it's still going to have a small hitch into it. As you can see, it had a very, very small hitch. Even though, as you can see, I zoomed it in as close as I can, and they are touching. Okay, so it's still gonna have a small hitch. If you want to take out a hitch, you have to keyframe it. Keyframing is a little bit more difficult. It is used in this, and I will use that for a specific video to talk about that. But these top pieces are about keyframing. This is just about adding clean transitions. So we'll add a clean transition in and out. We'll let people see it for a duration of time. We'll go ahead and move it in, and we'll let people see it for a duration of time. It could say DC the Butcher. I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can come and check me out and have any questions. I definitely will answer those for you. So you can definitely see it go in and go right out. Okay, that is definitely another transition that you can use in there into the video to add that extra little oomph, or extra little pizzazz, or extra little something that looks professional into the video. Okay, you can also do that with different effects. So what we will do is we have this kill. Now what I like to do to add a little bit more, we will right click, we will hit the copy, we'll select it here. I normally like to move that over here, and then we will hit paste here. So we have two versions of it, and then like I told you before, we will move it in the different audio tracks. So you're going to see the same thing, but I'm going to actually change the color of this. We'll go into the text, we'll change the color. Let's say we want it to be green here. You will see that version of it green. Let's make sure it's the right one that I changed. Did both of them change? Okay, no, they didn't. All right, so one is black and one is green. Okay, what we're going to do to add something a little bit different, we will go into this effect, go to my controls, and we'll go right, and then we will go left. So it'll come into a motion right there and give you two different effects and two different sides from it. You can definitely add some differences into it there. Now what I would normally do is, instead of adding the overfill, I would actually just offset one of these. So if I select it, offset this a little bit, we'll move it up just a tiny bit and move it over just a tiny bit, right? We'll go back into the text, we will turn down the overfill completely. Here, let's just select and hit 0. Then we will select this one, overfill, hit 0. Okay, and then I will add like a shadowing effect to it. I more so do the shadowing effect, and then we'll resize so it's kind of like a shadow in the background of it. I like that a little bit cleaner than the overfill, and it looks better with a transition. Now I wouldn't use a right to left, but I may use like a up and a down. So we'll go here, control, we'll go up. Is that right? Nope, down, I'm sorry. And then this, have them both go out at the same time. So we want this one to go up. All right, so you can kind of play around with this. As you can see, I'm playing around with it a little bit. This is just to let you know what you can really do with the transition on a text. You can have it come in, and then it go out the same way together. And that's what we created. It just comes together as the shadowing effect. And once you get into keyframing, you can do a lot, but like I said, we're not gonna talk about keyframing. So that is pretty much it for the transitions. You can play around with the transitions a little bit. Like I said, if you do have any questions, I'm not gonna repeat it again. I do stream. You can come out to the stream and come and talk to me. You can leave comments in the comment section here if you want to. I definitely try and answer as many questions, but if I don't get to you, like I said, I do stream. Come out to the stream, come check your boy out. We will be hating like we always do. So that's pretty much it, guys. A lot of information. I would tell you, I didn't say this in the first video. It's funny, I'm saying it in the last video. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn and watch the videos. And then once you kind of get, into it, like I said, put me on the right side, put this editor, Hit Film Express, on the left, and then just go through it and see, exactly what you can do. So that's pretty much fit for all the videos. I will be releasing other videos, other short videos, but this was just a basic editing tutorial for video games. We will be talking about how to keyframe. We will be talking about how to make your transitions really, really nice and other things like that. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. That's pretty much it for the tutorials. It is your boy DC. Always remember, embrace the hate and hate everybody.